Hey, it's George from JK Fit, where everything is a joke except your health. Today I'll be going over what I think somebody should consider before committing to a personal trainer or personal training. I say committing instead of buying because that's exactly what you're doing. You're committing yourself to a journey. This isn't something you buy and is instantly in your possession. Real results take time, dedication, and a lot of sacrifice. One of the first things you would like to know is how much does a trainer charge per session. Typically, a regular training session will run you somewhere between $40 and higher, but if you find yourself a good trainer willing to make a deal, then maybe you could commit to a package of training sessions, which ultimately at the end will cost a lot less than paying for an individual session. Next, you would want to figure out the location of where the session will take place. Is the trainer traveling to you? Are you going to them? Is it a public or a private area? Are they bringing their equipment? Do you have to bring your own? Again, these are things that matter because it sets the value of the trainer and the training. Some trainers may charge you a traveling fee. Who knows? Again, these are just standards that trainers have. So at the end of the day, since you are paying for the personal training, you do kind of have to respect them if you're going to choose to move forward with this trainer as your personal trainer. And lastly, it's the overall quality. Realistically speaking, people want things they find value in. And you got to ask yourself, is this what you want? And what are you getting out of it? Okay, the next topic is your goals. Again, the main reason why you're committing yourself to this journey in the first place. I believe this is the make or break it point because you're going to have to be honest with yourself and really commit if you want to reach your goals. Not the trainer's goals, but your goals. Begin with the time frame. Ask yourself, how much time do I have? Are you getting in shape for a special occasion? Do you want to get in shape as fast as possible or do you want to take your time? Does your time frame match your goals, the ones that you would like to achieve? Remember, you always got to set realistic goals. Start small, then increase them over time. Next topic is your diet and your activity. Now, this is the hardest part of the training because people don't want to do what they're supposed to do. Realistically speaking, if you want to lose or gain weight, nutrition and activity are key factors in this equation. There is no other way around it. Again, these are your goals, not the trainer's goals. The trainer can only do so much, but ultimately, if you're the one putting all this food in your body that you know that's bad for you, then you're not going to see the results you really want. You're the one that's in control of what you put in your body. The trainer's not there putting a fork in your mouth. No, no, no. It's all on you. Legally, some trainers aren't allowed to provide a meal plan depending on the state you live in, but you can always ask your trainer what foods they recommend. Typically, foods that are high in protein, fiber, and they're low in calories. These are your go-to foods, but again, it's always good to check with a nutritionist or a doctor before you start changing your diet and or physical activity. Because again, you always want to get a second opinion. It never hurts. Also, you should be asking yourself, what's your schedule going to be like? Everyone should have an idea of how they'll fit exercise in their daily lives. 30 minutes to an hour is fairly enough for somebody trying to get in shape. But again, consistency and the intensity of exercises will determine how much your body can resist. Over time, the more heavy weights and the more activity that you do, obviously the more beneficial it's going to be to your body. Again, that's what the trainer's there for. Lastly, let's talk about your dedication. How bad do you want it? Are you ready for this journey? Do you want this for yourself? This is where you're going to have to be the most honest with yourself and decide, are you going to change your old habits or are you going to stick to the same ones that got you out of shape in the first place? Realistically speaking, more than half of the people who commit to personal training end up quitting after the first month, okay? It just happens. But this is why it's important to ask yourself all these questions before committing to a trainer. Again, results don't just happen overnight. You have to have patience and enjoy the journey. The final reason what I think someone should consider before committing to a trainer is yes, the trainer himself or herself. Now here at JK Fitness, I feel like I'm the best trainer out here because it's only me. But again, I'm confident in my abilities and in my knowledge. Okay, I graduated from FIU, but again, that doesn't mean a thing. If I don't apply myself and get better at my craft, then I would be nowhere that I am right now. And as a client, I would typically want to know my trainer's experience, their background, their credentials before I begin my first training session. Then ask yourself, how do you think things will go in my first training session? My suggestion is not to expect too much or too less, but just know the relationship you and your trainer have will guide you through this journey. Which brings me to my second point. Are you comfortable with the trainer? Give yourself some time to think and analyze. Honestly ask yourself, is this the trainer for me? Remember, this is a long journey, so you would want somebody there who matches your energy and picks you up on the days that you feel down. I believe there's a trainer for everybody out there. You just got to keep looking for the right one. That's all it is. Final and most important point is trust. Okay? Trust yourself, trust the trainer, and trust the process. The lessons and experience you gain from personal training outweigh the cons by a milestone. You're going to learn how to work out. You're going to see a difference in your dieting. You'll see that you have more discipline in yourself. Again, these are just things off the top of my head that I can honestly say from client experience that I've had, that what they leave here with, they came, they leave with more than what they came in knowing, if that makes sense. But again, go find that trainer, hustle hard, and peace. Good luck.